if I said it lately. One of the best things of having a show is the fact that there's a floor, there's a light with your name on it on the floor. That's always fun. I never take that for granted. There's a light on the floor with my name on it, right there, Jason. Anyway. Hey, do you have Thanksgiving stuffing recipe figured out yet? Well, our next guest says, and I believe her because I love her and we were married once, she has the best stuffing on earth. Please welcome back to the show, former Letterman producer, creator of The Daily Show, my ex-wife, and the host of Mad in the Kitchen. It's Madeleine Smithberg, everybody.
Hi, Jason. You are still married. I didn't get news, but I have my name on the floor, too.
Look at that. You do. Madeleine, you have a mat. I love that.
I couldn't wait till I got a real show. So I went ahead and I had it printed up.
That is fantastic.
But it's quite satisfying.
It is. Okay, Madeleine,
Okay,
before we make it, I just got to ask you, that is quite the statement to say it's the best stuffing on earth.
You know what? I call it as I see it, Jason. I'm very confident about certain things. I can do the splits. I have very soft skin, and I make the best stuffing in the world. Those are facts. Those aren't opinions. I separate the two usually.
Yes.
So I'm going to explain this stuffing to you. I really am a people pleaser. And so initially I made it to make my daddy happy. That's Eugene Smithberg, best dad in the world. Also a fact. And he loved chestnuts.
Okay.
Where am I going? There I am. He loved chestnuts. And he also loved dried fruit. So I made a stuffing that involved chestnuts and dried apricots, but I made it with sourdough bread. And then I got married to Sam over here on camera one. Over here on camera one. And Sam likes cornbread. So I have adapted it. And then he wanted jalapenos. And as I said, I want to make people happy. So I did it and it came out amazing. So as I was writing up the recipe, I was like, what should I call this? Exactly what it is. The best stuffing in the world.
Okay, let's make it. I want to see this because I love with a capital L stuffing.
I should ship you some, although we'll be at Thanksgiving together.
We will
right?
be.
Oh, no,
we will be together, yes.
So as I said, this is basically what goes in it. It's an onion, butter. I put pancetta, but you can put bacon, or you can put nothing if you're vegetarian or vegan and annoying. Sage is like the main component. Celery, as I said, chestnuts, apricots. I bought these chestnuts at Trader Joe's, but they're around. I look for them. You can find them. If not, you can get the whole ones and boil them and peel them and chop them. And then I just use as much chicken broth as I need. I put all that together. Come on, we're moving. I put all that together and I just cook it in a pan on the stove. And I add enough chicken broth to make it soft. And then I put it in one of these guys. Nothing fancy, but I do a little spritz.
Okay.
Because why not? I try not to put it under my armpits automatically. It sometimes happens. And then you just load it up into your pan. And it looks all pretty. And you put it in the oven for about, I don't know, like half an hour. I always say start testing at 25 minutes because what you don't want to do, you don't want to burn it after all that work and love and all that kind of stuff. So then it comes out. Watch the magic. Like this.
Oh.
Just put a little
Madeleine.
bit of parsley. I garnished it with more apricots and a pretty sage leaf. And it is divine.
Look at that. Okay, now let me ask you, I know we're standing right there. Do you miss, because I like cornbread, but the sourdough thing is fascinating to me. Do you miss the sourdough a little bit?
You know, I do. And I can't admit that to him. And last year I kind of hedged my bets and I mixed it, but he just picked out all the cornbread. And I'm like, I figure, you know, I'm a big girl.
Yeah.
I got to please the husband now. Sorry, Daddy. It's Sam's time.
Wow.
And if I were doing a big Thanksgiving, which sadly I'm not,
Yeah.
I would probably make 2 stuffings.
Well, and I
And
never
I would
thought,
make-
Madeline, I never thought about adding the jalapenos. That's a nice little, that's a little kick there.
It's really nice. And you can use as much as you want or as little as you want. And it really does have a nice kick, which is great with the sweetness
Yes.
of the dried apricots.
Yeah, I was going to say it balances it all out. Okay, now we have more time with you, but I want to end this segment by saying congrats. I was cheering you on. Madeline was on the Today Show. When was it? A couple weeks back. I was so happy for you, Madeline. You would have thought I was your agent. I was like clapping in my living room going, go, girl.
Oh, my God, Jason. You don't know. It was like this morning where we were going to be going live at 6:30, but it was going to be a pre-tape. And it was election day. So I had more adrenaline in my body than anyone has ever had, probably ever. And at 5:15, I get a text saying a segment fell out. You're going live.
Oh!
And it was intense, but it was really fun, but not as fun as this, of course.
Oh, please. No, you did great. It was, I was like I was like cheering you on. I'm like, go, Madeline. Well, Madeline isn't going anywhere. Neither is her stuffing and neither is her husband. They're all coming back when we come back right after this. Stay with us.
As if this show needed any more holiday magic, we now have a special Thanksgiving presentation by the Miss Mitchell's kindergartners and first graders from PS 59 right here in Manhattan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Miss Mitchell's class. Kids?
Thanksgiving Day, over 350 years ago, we sailed from England with our parents on the good ship Mayflower. We crossed the Atlantic Ocean to the new lands of America. We were thankful to be in this new land. When it was time to give thanks, we decided to have a great feast.
That is a clip, a classic clip from Late Night with David Letterman on NBC. And we're back with our good buddy, former Letterman producer, Madeleine Smithberg. Okay, Madeline, obviously that is your department. Did you book that?
Oh, yes, that was 100% me. And did you notice how politically incorrect it is, just for like yucks and giggles? It was another time back
Yes,
in the
it was.
past
Yes.
of the late 80s. Yeah, we did a show and it was the day before Thanksgiving, and I had found these children, I think through a newspaper article in like the New York Daily News, and it just struck me as so funny that they were all dressed up as pilgrims. And I worked with the teacher and with the school, and I had to get releases from all of the children. And the day arrives, and they show up in a little bus with their little costumes and their little headdresses. And Michael J. Fox was on the show, and the kids were supposed to be at the very end. And the segment with Michael J. Fox ran over, and in the middle of the show, my then boss, who I always say is a dear friend, but not always the most fun, Robert Morton, came up to me and said, the kids.
Oh!
Like, you're gonna bump the kids. And something came over me. I was like Norma Ray. I was like, you cannot bump children dressed as pilgrims. And so I staged a one-woman uprising. And in the next commercial break, I went up to Dave. I said, Morty wants to bump the kids. And Dave turned at me and he said, we are not bumping the kids. So the kids got to go on, and it was amazing. And it was one little kid played the piano at the end, and it was just heartbreaking and beautiful. And after the show was over, I'm taking them to the elevator, and they're all lined up like, little, tiny school children, perfect line. Like, I don't know what that teacher did to them when we weren't in, the line of vision. But whoa, did they stay in line? And now Michael J. Fox comes out, and he's also leaving and taking the same elevator in 30 Rock. Teacher, I swear in my memory, blows a whistle, and all the children turn, but like 25 degrees, and they aim their mouths at Michael J. Fox, and in a perfect unison, they say, "Happy Thanksgiving, Michael J. Fox." And from that moment on, every Thanksgiving, Mary Connolly, who was a producer with me and now is one of the showrunners at Ellen, we race to call each other on Thanksgiving and be the first one to wish the other one a happy Thanksgiving, Michael J. Fox.
Oh, my goodness, Madeleine. Oh. Okay, I said to our producers, I said, I don't know if Matt, look, you probably have 1,000 stories, and I hope to hear all of them, but I don't know if you'll ever top the monkey. This is pretty darn close, Madeleine. Oh, my goodness.
I know, and it's also just perfect for the holidays. It's so festive.
Oh, can I ask you, just a little inside baseball, but I think people enjoy hearing your perspective. Describe the feeling, Madeleine. You know what I mean by when lightning strikes, when you're booking these things, you don't know how it's going to play. You don't know how it's going to play with Dave. You don't know how it's going to be interpreted. When something would hit, Madeleine, what did you feel? Like the monkey segment, when it's unfolding in front of your eyes, what is that feeling for you?
It's pretty much the pinnacle of existence because, as you said, you stack that. There's some things you can control.
Yeah.
And so you control all of those. I'm a producer. I think through every single detail and I plan every second. But it is my wish that all of my plans get thrown away because magic happens. But just like you can't post a video and go, "Ooh, I'm going to post a viral video," it doesn't work like that. There is a huge amount of just unpredictable magic, and that's what makes it so special. And I remember all of those moments. It's like tattoos on my soul.
Oh, I love that.
In good tattoos, not like tragedy ones, where I just knew that magic was happening and I had helped to create it. And I feel really fortunate because I don't think that everybody gets to have that experience in their lifetime. And you just gave me something that I'm thankful about. I'm really cranky because it's the first Thanksgiving in 23 years that I can't be with my son. And I've decided that since I cook every day, I'm not even cooking. We're ordering dumplings, although we will have leftover stuffing. And you just reminded me that I have a lot to be thankful for.
Yeah, well, I will tell you what a great way to end this. I mean this. I said it to you in the first appearance. I'll say it. I'm really thankful for you. Anytime I see you on the sheet for the show, I always feel very blessed that I have the show, and I never not look forward to coming here. But I'm so grateful that we've struck up a friendship and that you're willing to come on our show. You are a gift to us, and I mean it. I love when you're here. So I'm thankful for you.
Oh, I'm going to cry and my mascara will come off. Me too. I have a great time. I know I'm always super excited, but if you could tell Ted next time not to give me the time wrong by an hour, that would be really helpful. The first segment, my microphone was dripping down my leg.
Oh God. Oh, you just, Madeleine, the entire crew, we are dying. Madeleine just called Ted out. Oh, I love it. I love you.
I like him.
I love
There's
you.
No problem, but an hour's big in this sort of context.
Yes, it is. The great Madeleine Smithberg, everybody. Find her blog, Mad in the Kitchen, on YouTube and at madinthekitchen.com. Oh, look, happy Thanksgiving. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us. Oh, gosh, that was good.